And you've also performed at private parties for a lot of stars,
Done
right?
a lot of private parties.
Yeah, for Jane Seymour, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
The Governator. You know what? That was a really fun one for me. Growing up, like I always kind of idolized him, and I remember my little brother and I would always watch like the Arnold movies and just be like, "Whoa, he's huge!" You know. And so when I got invited to play at his house, I was, everybody in my family, they were all like, "No way!" I was like, "I just want to arm wrestle the guy," like. But I remember it was just funny. I was playing on his piano, and he has kids that play the piano, and they had like these little stickers on the keys that told which key was which.
Yeah.
And so they were all peeling off and everything. So I had to perform on this, and they didn't bother to remove them when I came. And I was like, "Thank you for leaving these on, though. I really appreciate that." And it was just fun. And I remember like standing in line in his dining room, getting ready to get some food, and all of a sudden I heard his voice, and he's like, asking me like, "How long?"
William!
William, how long have you been playing the piano? And I was like, "I can't believe I'm talking to you right now." But it was just so fun.
So was he cracking a lot of jokes? I kind of get the impression that he's quite a funny guy.
He said a few funny things.
Yeah. And you were also you played for Ava Longoria?
I did.
Yeah.
She had an event at her home, and they were also shooting. I don't know. They were shooting something for a reality show.
Oh, really?
I guess that happens a lot more nowadays. But so just done a lot of private parties, and it's been a lot of fun.
Amazing.
It's been quite the adventure.
Yeah, and you did. Was it a museum opening in LA?
Yes. Now that was probably the craziest private event I've done.
Why?
Well, they built this structure, and I don't even want to call it a tent. It was massive. It took them months to build, and there were about 2,000 people that it seated at a really nice dinner setting.
Yeah.
And they wanted to basically reveal. They wanted to have this dramatic revealing of this new museum, or part of a museum, this building.
Mm-hmm.
And so the way that they did it was all of a sudden, like, everybody's sitting down having dinner, and all of a sudden all the lights went out.
Yeah.
And this stage that was 60 feet up in the air, suspended by cables, started lowering down. And I was on that stage with my band, and we were playing Led Zeppelin's Kashmir.
Cool.
And so we're like, people had no idea there was even going to be a performance. So all of a sudden they're like looking around like, "What the heck?" And then the stage is coming down, and we're like rocking out. And
that's amazing.
Yeah. So basically, once we got to the bottom, we had like a solo, and then we went back up, and then when we were halfway back up, this whole curtain from behind us dropped to reveal this new museum, and it was like the most dramatic thing you've ever seen in your life.
Oh, perfect for you.
Oh, it was so fun. I'm a little afraid of heights.
Yeah.
And so when the thing was just kind of like swaying a little bit, our adrenaline was going. We're all tied into the wires and everything. But
yeah, that would have been a little freaky.
It was pretty over the top.
But it's a good thing you did that helicopter ride, and that.
I know, that kind of broke me in, and yeah.
And there were lots of celebrities in attendance, right? Tom Cruise,
There were.
Katie Holmes, Steve Martin.
Yeah,
Yada,
a whole
yada.
laundry list of people there.
So did anyone come and talk to you and
you know what?
just have some comments for you?
You know what? I got to talk to Tom Cruise. And
Nice.
I was excited about that because I'm a big Tom Cruise fan.
Yeah.
And he thought that was cool, and I just talked to a lot of people after it.
That's
everybody
amazing.
was just couldn't believe that we'd come flying down from the ceiling.
So now, what do you think your greatest life lesson has been?
I would say that it's been fun to meet all of these people, but it's also helped me to realize that they're people.
Yeah.
And when you get behind the scenes, they all have to eat. They all have the same issues that everybody else has. They're a little different, but they're all people.
Yeah.
And so in one, I'm honored to work with them, because a lot of them have worked their entire lives to get to where they are
Yeah.
and have perfected their craft, and I have so much respect for them. At the same time, it's refreshing to realize, like, hey, they're people, like,
Yeah.
just like us,
Yeah.
and so it's just been an eye opener, and it's been a really good experience to just be able to be a part of that and just kind of see things how they are, and I don't know. I feel like I've just been really lucky to be around, to have all of these opportunities and
Yeah.
to be welcomed.
Is there anyone who inspires you?
I'm inspired by tons of things every day. I mean, there's so many different things. I mean, musically, I have, I love the great, like, the classical greats like Rachmaninoff, Chopin, Liszt.
Yeah. You've had a lot of classical influence.
I have, but I love.
Rocking out.
I love rocking out. Like, I grew up listening to, like, Metallica and Journey and Van Halen and all these different groups, and I love John Mayer and Imogen Heap, and there's so many things inspire me. I'm inspired when I go to, like, a production, like a Riverdance or something like that, where it's just like, wow. Or if I see a Cirque du Soleil, just I love the arts, and I appreciate so many different things and creativity, and speeches will inspire me. Like, there's just, there's so many things. And I think, just like anyone else, would be inspired.
Now, excuse me. Stir Magazine deals with the art of living. So how would you define the art of living?
How would I define the art of living? I would say, for myself, it's having a balance between my family life, which comes first, and then balancing that with my career, and just realizing what life is about, and taking time to enjoy the simple things, and not getting caught up in all of the noise in the world. And just, I'm a big family guy. Like, I love spending time with my family. I love doing little trips and vacations, and I love being a part of traditions. And so it's just balancing that. I'm very passionate, obviously, about my music and my career, and that's so exciting, and it becomes consuming, so many times. But I always just try and keep it in check, and just try and have a balance and stay real.
Yeah. That's good. That's good that you have your head on your shoulders, because it's just going to keep getting crazier and crazier.
It is.
Which is probably a good thing.
Yes.
Now, are there any projects that you have on the go other than the film one, which is amazing?
There are a lot of things in the works right now. I mean, we're booking a lot of shows in the U.S. right now, and also we're looking at going to the U.K. soon.
Nice.
I'm going to be appearing on PBS. There's a DVD that's coming out.
Yeah, that's right. David
by
Foster
David.
and Friends, right?
I think it's called The Hitman. And
Oh,
it
good.
comes out in November. So I'm going to be featured on a track there. It was a big performance at the Mandalay Bay recently.
Oh, nice. And Bocelli's on it, right? Andrea Bocelli, Michael
Bublé, Josh Groban, Catherine McPhee, Kenny G. I mean, all these different people.
Yeah.
And yeah, once again, quite an honor to share the stage with them. And yeah, I've got tons of things in the works right now. I'm going to be going to China in April.
Great.
And just going all over the place.
It's incredible. It's been really great talking with you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.